Hello everybody, JT Bear here. This is going to be the beginnings of my new indoor garden. As you can see, I did manage to rescue some of my pepper plants, and I don't know how well it's going to show up, but I'll zoom in for a close-up of that. But I have another brilliant yellow pepper forming in here. That's not really what I want to talk to you about today. Today, I'm going to finally get into checking to see if any seeds can be gathered from my community garden seed raid. Should be interesting. I'm really excited and really hopeful, so let's see what I can find. So let's take a look at these purpley cherry tomatoes. I believe these were identified as Indigo Rose, but I've been wrong before. I'm just going to separate these from the stem so they're a little easier to work with. So it's quite interesting to me, the kind of coloring that's coming up now. It's had a little time to sit and ripen on the counter, and it's starting to get some red coming through there. But at the same time, in the places where I pulled the stems off the top of the tomato, it's a very bright green flesh inside there. Quite interesting. But as I look at them all, this looks like it's the most ripe, followed by this one here. So let's cut these open, see what I can find for seeds. There's how that looks inside. On this more mature one, that flesh has turned kind of a reddish pink. Now, all I do for saving tomato seeds, now I know I've shown you this before, but there was a request to see it, so here we go, is I just take my tomato and basically smear the seeds and all of the slimy filling onto a paper towel. This is not necessarily the most traditional way to save your tomato seeds, but I've had some success with it in the past, so I will continue to do this. And then what you're left with is a big jelly kind of a mess. Because these tomatoes were harvested way too soon, I really have no idea if these seeds are going to sprout for me at all. But I am going to try planting a few of them in the house in that little mini disc case greenhouse. And we can all find out together. I'll let you know one way or the other. But they are some very interesting looking tomato seeds. Alright, I'm just going to cut this one open as well. And then we'll get to this cute little mini pumpkin type gourd. So there we have the seeds from 2 of those cherry tomatoes. Very hopeful, very excited. Alright, I'm going to put those aside to dry for now, and maybe pick a few of those out when I plant some seeds. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But the rest of them, I'm going to let them dry and do it sort of properly. Alright, off to the side. Then we have this little gourd here that I liberated / rescued. I think I'm just going to cut right into the side of this thing. Thought about carving this into a little jack-o'-lantern, being Halloween and all, but decided not to. Very nice little flesh on this. That almost smells like a cucumber. Ooh, I hope I can get some good seeds out of this. I'm going to get a spoon, be right back. Much better. Got myself a grapefruit spoon. Nice little serrated edge there. Great for carving through melon flesh or gourd flesh. And there we go. That is a really delicious smelling gourd. And once again, pretty much comes right out. Tell me that doesn't look like a delicious looking little squash. Alright, so I've got another paper towel here. We're just going to spread these out and see what I've got. Here we've got one that got cut open. Interesting look to it. So here we can see the seeds that I've decided to save from that beautiful, delightfully smelling gourd. It was very sweet. But what I found interesting about these seeds is these ones are nice and thick. You can tell the ripe seeds from the not ripe seeds quite easily. So there's another example of one that wasn't even close to ready. And another example of one that was. It almost looks like a thick lemon seed. So I'm going to let most of these dry like the tomato seeds, and I'm going to plant a couple just to see what happens. But there you go. There's half of it. And there's the other half. Alright everybody, well thanks for coming along on this little second part of the adventure, I suppose, where I finally check for any seeds in my rescued vegetables. Squash is a fruit, I guess, in my rescued fruits. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day.